Hey, everybody, watching the Chiefs hosting the Lions, and the Chiefs are ahead as we look at the Chiefs' first drive of the third quarter, 14-7. It's a 3rd and 10 with Mahomes back to throw 4 or 5 steps. Looks right, throws right, but it's going to be quite short. They're going to have to punt on this down. But, I've heard it all year long, and even last year, in particular from our resident NFL draft expert Bill Carroll that the Detroit Lions is going to be their year. They're a great team, yada, yada, yada. I was never sold on the Dan Campbell Detroit Lions because I always perceived the organization as more sizzle than steak, right? Specifically, a lot of rah rah, but not much into the science and uh, study of the football. And that's me. I mean, he set the tone for it. Mr. Campbell did by basically making that statement about you know breaking somebody's kneecaps. Okay, so now this is the year that the Detroit Lions are supposed to be in the playoffs, a contender, a wonderful new competitive addition to the National Football League per se. Talking like about them like their expansion team, but frankly speaking, over the years they have played like one, even though uh, they're an established NFL power or NFL organization, not so much a power. But this is, in some eyes of a number of people, like again Bill Carroll, this is the Lions' year to win the NFC North. I can't see it, and I still can't see it. Maybe you see it, but when I see the Lions, I see an organization that is more interested in being some smash mouth, some uh, a lot of play action off the run, but nothing of an unpredictable nature on offense. Nothing that is hard to scheme against. Nothing that gives me something to think about. I always look for if the team provides a schematic advantage. When I always hear about talent, 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 right? Uh, and I haven't seen it. And in this context, I haven't seen it. Now, the Chiefs have made themselves dangerous because the whole point is if you're going to have a Travis Kelsey out, the tight end, right? Uh, my mom is clapping because I guess that means Coco Golf is winning or won. But that's the U.S. Open over there. But that Travis Kelsey being out isn't a weakness. It means that the Chiefs are going to find a different way to hit you, and they have. They elected to go and attack the seam with their receivers, whereas with Kelsey, they would be using the tight end drain screens, as I call them, where Tom Landry used to have this play where the tight end would filter out to the right, kind of a throwback screen. The Chiefs have something like that, right? But they've taken that throwback concept to an entirely other level, particularly when they line up in bunch formation with Kelsey here and throw it to him and have him run, right? That's another Chiefs innovation. And here we have the Chiefs, as I say that, as the Lions are on back down on their own 7, and with Goff throwing a quick short pass, an incomplete pass off of a play that was brought into the league by Bill Walsh back in 1981. And so I'm doing show. And so I don't think that, my point is that the Chiefs, the Lions rather, here we have Goff again. Let's take a look at what they do on this 2nd and 10. They're way back deep, and they just give a handoff rather than a short pass. I would have short passed here and up the middle. But see here, this one, it's another example of what I'm talking about. Just a predictability. There's nothing, and there's a flag on the play, which I believe is holding. They don't give you anything to think about. They are very much straightforward. Oh, we're going to hit you in the mouth, be tough, and all that sort of thing. But in the modern NFL, that can only get you maybe a beer, right? You've got to be more analytical. You have to be more varied. You have to be more precise. You have to be more determined in how you design ways to get yards. And I don't see the Detroit Lions as that team. So let's see what this call is on this. It's apparently it's personal foul. Personal foul offsetting penalties. So that's a replay of third down. So the Lions got a break there, and let's see what they do with it. But maybe you can see something about this. But they've got great players like Perry Sewell there, who got into that skirmish he shouldn't have been in with Bolton. But it's not so much that you have the great players that were great in college. The question is, what are you going to do with them with your scheme, and why? And have you really thought through what you're going to do with them? This is 3rd and 10. So, and the Lions find themselves in a trips left, single back with the tight end close in on the right. And Goff is barking the signals, and he goes 1, 2, 3 short steps. He's in the end zone, and he makes the completion, but it's short. So they're going to wind up punting. So again, plays like that, I'm thinking, gee, how about spread 5 wide and throw a seam, right? So you can get the catch on the run, but let's say he catches it 7 yards and then can run for 3 and get the first down. The kind of thinking that the Chiefs bring to the table, you don't see with the Lions at all. It's just not there. And so if you take a look at the halftime stats, they're punting now. Remember, it's 14-7. And this is a critical place in the game because the Chiefs will get the ball at near midfield, all right? And they're at a good place to make this a 21-7 game and then have everyone thinking, okay, this is another NFL kickoff blowout at the hands of the Chiefs, which I thought when I first heard this matchup, I thought, you got to be kidding me, man. Seriously? I mean, why not? How about an interconference matchup between the Chiefs and the Raiders to get the season really starting, right? But no, we've got this thing they're doing. They call a matchup. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not sold. Now, if the Lions get a stop, better yet, if they manage to snuff out one of the Chiefs' nifty screens and maybe Aiden Hutchinson, of all people, returns it for a touchdown, okay, now we've got a great game, a new game. But that's not going to happen because the Lions are not that kind of, I'm going to analyze you to death and figure out the scheme that stops you on every down type of team. Not like the Dallas Cowboys under Tom Landry, rest in peace, with Ermal Allen as a quality control guy and Ernie Stautner as defensive coordinator, who had the opportunity to not just meet, but essentially be coached by in terms of how the flex defense operates. Quite a retreat for a 17-year-old kid, but I digress. I was going to show you this graphic I had, these guys, okay? This is what Goff did. And I think this simple, seemingly meaningless graphic shows, okay, what I'm talking about here. And is in that as you can see the halftime statistics here, okay, Goff was 15 of 24, 139 and 1 touchdown. But Mahomes was 14 of 21. Pretty close, huh? Look at that. 15 of 24, but 14 of 21, even better percentage. 159, but 2 touchdowns. Okay? So you have 139 and 155, 2 touchdowns. And what that says to me is what I've seen. A ball control passing offense that can efficiently move via engineering yards after the catch. Yak, right? We're not talking about the Chiefs here, okay? That's what you see. You don't see that with the Lions. You see the common play action fake. I'm going to throw it downfield, mid-range passing attack. The kind of passing attack that's susceptible to sacks. And that's what will come through the season for them. I see, and I'll say it again and I'll stress it. I have seen nothing in their play to impress me at all. I've still seen it, not seen it. Now here come the Chiefs 1st and 10, and when they're down the middle. Oh, that was almost picked off. They were ready for that. That was that tight formation play that the Chiefs like to use, where they have the Number 25 gets the waits. It's a fake cross book. Tight end goes up the middle, but they were waiting for it. But I don't know why Holmes didn't just throw to the check down. They had the tight end going like he was on a trap, right? But running the pattern off the trap inside and then turning around. That's the Chiefs, all right? They always throw these wrinkles at you. Okay, I'll let you guys go back and watch the game. You can let me know what you think. Subscribe to Zennie62 and bookmark Oakland News Now, blog.com. Check out our newest. You got to check out our newest. I'm saying, I love it. You got to check out our newest website, Zennie Report. Yeah, it's called Drudge Report. ZennieReport.com. This is ZennieReport.com. Chiefs are, by the way, 3rd and 6. Trips right. And single back now. Holmes is back. And that is picked off. Here's that interception I was talking about. This is going to be a touchdown, folks. Oh, okay. Just as I said that. Didn't I say that? I said, look. All right. Didn't I say that? I said, if the Chiefs return the touchdown or get an interception, or Aiden Hutchinson gets an interception and returns it for a touchdown, then we've got a different game. Now we have a different game. All right. In the first play before that, they were actually ready for that play, as I noted. This one was a tip-off, night number 19, into the waiting hands of number 32, Bolton. Not Bolton, but Bolton was on the Chiefs, who got in a fight with Perry Sewell. And now we have the Lions tying the game, 14-all, and averting what looked like to start the way the Chiefs had the momentum, a 21-7 game. No, we have a tie game. Okay. All right. So I called it, folks, didn't I? I said, hey, I said only under those circumstances. And now here they are. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this, folks. See you after the game. Later.